El-Rufai, earlier in the week, it came out that some people said something about his alliance here and there, and he came out on Twitter and denied that. But I have a news article here that says El-Rufai, SDP chairman, El-Mustafa, orders convene ahead of 2027 elections. Let me read a part of it. In a significant move toward redefining Nigeria's political landscape, prominent political figures gathered in Abuja to strategize on the future of opposition politics ahead of the 2027 general elections. The meeting, hosted by Shehu Gabang, national chairman of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, took place at the party's headquarters on Tuesday. Key attendees included Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, Major Hamza El-Mustafa, former aide to late General Sani Abacha, and Shegun Shoumi, a seasoned political strategist and former spokesperson for Atiku Abubakar's presidential campaign. Okay, I don't want to go into that other details because they are just irrelevant. They're probably the same thing. Barrister El-Rufai again. I don't know what do you make of this? Do you see El-Rufai as a force to reckon with come 2027?
Well,
Or you think his political career is just ends with
whether
being a governor?
whether I see him as a force or not, he certainly sees himself as a force to reckon with in 2027. And he has not been quiet. He has not been sitting down. He has been crisscrossing, going here and there, trying to pull this and that person. This SDP that you talk about, this is about the fourth time that they are visiting the SDP, and it's becoming clearer that possibly they have settled on the SDP as machinery for contest. And El-Rufai clearly wants to contest for president, either in 2027 or thereabout. Somebody, I think on Twitter, somebody made mention that he would be happy to see him as a presidential candidate, and he quickly liked the post. So you see, he is positioning himself. He has not been idle. He's not sleeping. He's positioning himself. He's trying to galvanize the North behind him. He is a very tricky person. He's an intellectual, but of the devilish negative type.
Yes.
So he uses that in a very negative way, and mostly on a lot of people that are unsuspecting. Some of us, because we have lived in Kaduna State for the 8 years, we used to hear of his escapades then, but we live with it for 8 years, so we are in a good position to know who he really is. A chameleon and a very dangerous person. I believe that he himself believes, and he always thinks he can manipulate the people on religious lines, on whatever lines he can grab on to manipulate the people. He's ready to do it. In the North here, there's nothing greater than religion
Yeah.
to use to manipulate the people, which he has done successfully in Kaduna and boasted about it on tape.
Yeah.
If you record the tape
Yes,
that
of course I
he
do.
has done it and boasted, captured on tape, boasting about it, and even wishing it that it should be replicated in Nigeria. So he's such a person that can use anything, even if it ends up disuniting the whole country. As long as he gets what he wants, he's ready to do that. Having said that, I do not see him as a force that will threaten TINUBU
Bola.
in 2027, because there will be a lot of dynamics going forward that will work against him no matter what he does.
You have said the correct. In fact, this last word you just made, this last statement you just made is the perfect. There is a perfect statement that covers that closes your argument, or rather your comment. The reality is, El-Rufai is going nowhere. He has a lot of baggages, a lot of a very mountainous political baggage. You've talked about religious. Look, El-Rufai is a hypocrite. Is a very, very disloyal person. He's never loyal to anybody. He's just he's a praise singer. That was a praise singer that will sing your praises when it matters, when it's in his interest. And the moment he gets what he desires, he wants to move to the climb up to the next step of the or up the ladder. He bites the finger that fed him. That's exactly what he does. What he does. Let me read this. Let me read this from Mokri. These are two people that I just have not just disdain, but complete. I do not have an iota of respect for these two people, Rufai and Omokri. But look at them attacking each other. Now, well, this is what Omokri said. My vivid quote, my vivid recollection of him, that's of Rufai, is penchant for unfair embellishment of stories, and his inability to sustain loyalty for long. That is this word, these three lines of statement is 100%. 100%.
I, I
Uh,
would even
uh,
say I would even say it's an understatement.
in fact,
It's worse than that.
I agree with you with that too. So, and that is just it. We all know that El-Rufai, one, he has penchant for lying. That is one. He lies a lot. He koro, if something you know, everyone knows that this is not it. El-Rufai will just stick to it and keep saying the same thing. The second one again is he embellishes, of course, part of the line, he embellishes stories. And that is just the reality. And inability, the third one, inability to sustain loyalty. I just mentioned it earlier. That this is even the worst one I hate about him. Inability to someone that, and if you go down, there are images of pictures where he knelt down before who? Obasanjo. Everybody knows that. Out of Obasanjo, we watched that, we saw that. He knelt down before Atiku. He knelt down before who is this again? Oh, before Tinubu. He has knelt down before virtually the
Everybody,
all the
everybody
power
who
brokers, all the political power brokers and sort of. So, and these all the people he knelt down before, he has gone back to attack them. That's the point. Each and every one of them he knelt down to worship before, he has turned back. He has beaten those fingers, gone back to bite
and
those fingers.
exactly what I said. Whatever he can do, it fits into his personality. Whatever he can do to move ahead, he is ready to do it. There are no moral heights for him.
Yeah.
There are no moral laws for him to go. As long as he moves ahead, he's ready to do anything. And that is the bad thing about loyalty, because when you talk of loyalty per se, when people are saying somebody is disloyal, it is not every disloyalty that is a stain on somebody's character. If you are upright yourself in the context of Nigerian politics, that is inimical to national growth, is inimical to national interest, disloyalty to a certain extent
Yeah.
will be a badge of honor.
Yeah.
But where it is selfish, where it is for your self-aggrandizement and self promotion, that is where it is bad.
Yeah.
That is where it is evil. If, for instance, you are appointed into government by the president, Obasanjo, or Atiku brought him first into the PDP, and he was made the chairman of the technical
PD,
committee on privatization.
DPE.
First
Yeah.
secretary, then later chairman of.
Oh, he started from secretary. He started with
Started from
Oh,
secretary.
seriously?
Yes,
I'm surprised. I
before
didn't take note of that.
he started from secretary before becoming the chairman. I
DP.
think after, was it Hamza Zahid that
Not
was chairman,
chairman, DG.
before he became DG. So Atiku was the one that brought him.
Yeah, we know that.
Then Obasanjo, he sold him to Obasanjo, and Obasanjo appointed him. Now, if you see that the president is doing something that is contrary to the national interest, and in that way you become disloyal, I will support you. But his disloyalty is always for his personal
Yeah,
interest
selfishness.
and
Yeah.
personal, what he will get personally. That is the disloyalty that is very bad, because he bites the finger that feeds him very easily,
Yeah.
without a second thought. He's ready to do that because another finger is now feeding him,
Feeding him. Yeah, correct.
or
That's
he
it.
wants to feed from another finger. That is the bad aspect of disloyalty.